Hello and welcome to another update on the McMinnville real estate market. I'm Steve Thoele. I'm a principal broker with Premier Property Group. And this update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity ending this past Sunday, December 17th. So I'm going to switch over here, share my screen with you, and we'll go through the info. So first off, we'll look at active listing activity. This last week, I showed we only had 2 new properties come on the market in McMinnville, which not too surprisingly this time of year, I would expect it to be super low in terms of new listings coming on. Total supply or total listings, you can kind of see has been pretty darn steady over the past 8 weeks here. We had a low of 62 and a high of 67. So kind of coming right in the middle of that at 64 as of this last Sunday. And the median price and the days on market for the active listings, you can kind of see both measures are kind of up over the last 8 weeks here. Had a low of 525 on the median sale price, median list price. And that's been increasing. This most recent reading was 577,000. And the days on market, you can see that's been increasing as well. Had a low of 43 days on the market to begin with, and that's kind of crept up to 59 days is the most recent reading for these most recent 64 homes on the market right now. So things are sitting a bit longer. Again, part of that seasonality. And then we'll move on to pending sales here. So last week I showed we had 8 properties go under contract. And follows a week where we had 6. So the last couple of weeks have been fairly strong in terms of homes getting into contract, which is nice to see. Total number of pendings, that has started to come back a little bit. You can kind of see we were in the 50s for the first 3 weeks, and then it kind of dipped down, got cleared down to a low of 31 3 weeks back, and then it's been building back the last couple of weeks. So 38 homes right now are pending in McMinnville. The median price and the days on market for those pendings, you can kind of see prices have kind of come down a little bit. Had a high of 458 here 8 weeks back, and that's got down to 444. It's been pretty steady, as you can kind of see over this past month now, right at 444, 445. And the days on market, that's been on the rise over the past month. You can kind of see we had a low of 13 days here 5 weeks back, and most recent reading is 32 days of average market time for these 38 homes that are currently under contract. And then lastly, we'll look at sold listing activity. So as of the time I put the data together, show we had 3 homes last week cross over from pending to sold, one more than we had the prior week where we had 2. And then when I look back over the prior 4 weeks of closings on a week-by-week basis, you can kind of see we had a low of 17 here 7 weeks back, got up to a high of 33 homes over the prior 4 weeks 3 weeks ago, and then it's been kind of coming back down here again. So most recent reading is 19 homes have sold in McMinnville over the prior 4 weeks. And the median sold price and days on market for these sold listings, you can kind of see we started off in kind of the 490s, and then most recently we've been kind of in the 450s for the most part. At 454,000 was the most recent reading. And days on market been fairly steady, as you can kind of see. We started off at 33, got up to a high of 41, and then touched on a low here again of 31 here this last week for these most recent 19 homes that have sold. And then the last measure we'll look at here is the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. So weeks of inventory, red bars, is the great measurement of relative supply and demand in the market. And you can kind of see we had a high of a little over 15 weeks here 7 weeks back. That got cleared down to about 8 weeks of inventory here. You can kind of see 3-4 weeks ago, and then it has been kind of coming back up here the most recent couple of weeks with relatively steady supply, and sales have been kind of decreasing over the last 2 or 3 weeks. So most recent reading is a little over 13 weeks of inventory, which is just right at a little over 3 months worth of inventory right now in McMinnville. And then the sale price as a percent of the original list price, you can kind of see it was holding pretty steady in kind of the mid 97s here, 97.5%. And then we have seen a softening of prices here over the past 3 weeks or so. Most recent number was a little under 96%. So, a little more than a 4% discount right now to, what sellers have been getting for their homes of the original asking price. So, Given the time of year, it's 3 months of inventory. I would say is not unexpected, not too bad, and prices typically soften a little bit as you kind of get into the winter months. The big news, more than all of this right now, is just kind of what's really been happening in the broader market in terms of interest rates. I've been reporting on this now on last few videos, but it's just continued to be a pretty big change in a positive direction. So last week we saw interest rates drop, roughly about 0.5% again. So we're looking at rates now, mortgage rates kind of in the low sevens, or even around 7%. So that's a big change from just 45, 60 days ago, from where we were touching a little bit over 8%. So that's a very positive development trend in the market, and will if it kind of continues, will certainly, I think, bode well for activity here in the first quarter once we get past the holidays. So anyway, that is the update for now. So hope it was helpful for you as always. And, as always, if I can ever be of any assistance or answer any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is always down below these videos. And so give me a call, send me an email, and let me know what I can do to help. And really appreciate you liking, commenting, and subscribing to this channel. Really helps to spread the word, and give me some feedback if you're finding this content valuable or not. So let me know, and share the love, and hope you have a blessed holiday season here, and Happy New Year. And this is the last video here for this year, and we will see you after the first of the year. So thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.